This story is from Your Turn Practice Book, page 103 and 104. Potluck or potlatch? Alex wasn't ready to go into the house. Are you sure that I'm supposed to bring something to eat? He asked his mother, eyeing the plate of brownies in his lap. Yuma told me I didn't have to bring anything. Mrs. Martin nodded. The purpose of a potluck is for everyone to come together and share food, she reassured him, patting his leg. Have a good time, sweetie. Alex exited the car and waved goodbye to his mother. 2 weeks ago, at the bus stop, Yuma had given Alex a bundle of sticks wrapped in colorful ribbons strung with beads. Yuma explained that his family was hosting a potluck in honor of his new baby sister, and the sticks were a traditional Native American invitation. Alex was flattered that he had been invited, but he was also nervous because he had never been to a potluck before. Yuma greeted Alex at the door, and Alex gave him the plate of brownies. What are these for? Yuma asked, looking puzzled. He glanced up at his mother, who had come over to say hello. Alex looked down at his feet, embarrassed. They're for the potluck, he said hesitantly. He had never felt so mortified in his entire life. Mrs. Wright placed a warm hand on Alex's shoulder, which made him feel a little less nervous. He looked into her smiling face. She was short, just about his height. What a lovely thought, she said. I think there maybe have been a miscommunication, though. We're having a potlatch today, not a potluck. Alex didn't know what to say. Mrs. Wright laughed gently. It's a common mistake, she said. Potluck and potlatch sound a lot alike, don't they? A potlatch is a traditional celebration of our people, the Kawakiyugle. The difference is that the hosts share food and gifts with the guests, not the other way around. Alex looked around. There had to be at least 100 people inside the house. You're going to give gifts to all of these people? Yuma's face lit up. We've been working on gifts for months. Come see them. She grabbed Alex's sleeve and dragged him across the room to a large table overflowing with packages. My mother and aunts have been weaving blankets and beading jewelry since before the baby was born. I made bracelets. Yuma held out his wrist to show Alex soft strips of finely braided leather. Alex looked confused. So Yuma explained that the Kawakiyugle people believe that wealth, wealth should be shared. Potlatches are held to honor important events like births or marriages. A potlatch starts with a huge feast, which is followed by storytelling and traditional dances. A family works for years to save money for a potlatch, all so they can give it to friends. To us, Yuma finished, true wealth comes from giving, not having. Alex considered this. I think that's pretty cool, he said, a smile spreading across his face. Yuma grinned back. I do too. The feast was delicious, and Alex was having so much fun that he lost track of time. He was startled to see his mother at the front door because he felt as if she had just dropped him off, and Alex wasn't ready to go home. The dancing and storytelling were about to start. He was relieved to see Mrs. Wright take his mother's coat. Mrs. Martin stood in the entryway looking nervous. Alex could tell that she felt out of place, so he went over and took her hand. Can we stay? He asked. She nodded, a smile playing on her lips. Grinning,
please go up to front car rider, Kenzel Brown.
Grinning, he eagerly led his mother to the table. He couldn't wait to tell her all about the potlatch.